Professor of International Politics at the University of Birmingham. Thank you, Professor, for being with us on the program. So Trump, he started his second term strong in terms of implementing some of the pledges that he had made. But there seems to be this notion coming from him and his administration that what he says goes, dismissing a critical diplomatic process.
Yes, what we see is Donald Trump coming back to the White House in a uniquely powerful position. It's partly having had that 4 years to prepare for his second term, unlike entering a second term exhausted. He's come in with a whole series of policies already worked out, picking teams that his main qualification is their loyalty to him. He has control of both houses and the Supreme Court. The media seem to be supine in their approach to him. So he has an unparalleled power and a very clear, radical, disruptive agenda. So his ability to follow this through is unimpeded. He is dismissing bureaucratic ways of doing things, issuing tweets and posts from his Truth Social, and he is going at things at a tremendous pace. He's a very old man in a very big hurry, it seems, in the way in which he approaching things, wanting to get everything done in the 100 days before really the midterm elections make him lightly weaker if the House would change at that time. So he is going at it with a vengeance, and we're seeing this on every realm. The major cuts to foreign aid, the shutting down in the federal government briefly, the sacking people, vengeance, retribution against its political enemies in the United States, threats against the media at home, and of course, starting effectively a trade war on a massive scale across the entire world, it seems. So it's an extraordinary change in position for an American president to be taking. But there were signs there that this is what Donald Trump would do, and he is now doing it.
Will this tactic work, though, in the long run? For example, on the issue of the forced displacement of Palestinians to Jordan and Egypt, Trump, he's very confident that they're going to take them in when they have outrightly rejected the idea.
Well, there are limits to what he can do. He can try and bully people and use his position to do that. But similarly, with regard to the trade, what he will meet is resistance. And actually, the only way I think to deal with Trump is to not give ground in these areas, because historically he has stopped policies when he has met resistance. But he will try, and he will try and use the power of America and America's budgets to get what he wants and his peculiar set of desires for a tariff regime as a way of raising money as opposed to raising money through taxes domestically. I mean, the economics are illiterate. The economics are rejected by 99% of economists, and yet he has these ideas. Similarly, with regard to foreign policy, he has policies that deviate from American policies of the last 80 years, and yet he has these firm ideas in his mind, and it's up to the rest of the world really to actually to show him the folly of those policies and where indeed they would lead, and therefore point out why they're bad ideas.
Elon Musk has said that he's working to shut down the U.S. Agency for International Development. What do you make of the likes of Elon Musk, billionaires, and the role that they're playing in Trump's decision-making process?
Yeah, again, what we see is a completely unique situation here, whereby I mean, particularly Musk, the richest men in the world, who are not democratic, who are not elected, who never have no real bureaucratic role, even though there's a sort of a titular role that Musk can have. They're having an outsized role in dictating policy to the Trump. Trump likes them there because their money is a threat to actually any politician who would oppose him in Washington. He said he would use Musk's money to primary Republicans if they don't support him in Congress. And it's not just that Musk wants a role, it seems, in American domestic politics. He's sticking his nose into German politics, into UK politics, and demanding changes in policy on South Africa. Remember, Musk grew up in apartheid America and has views that go along with that. So his opposing of South Africa's land reforms that we see now as voiced by Trump comes from Musk. And it is again an extraordinary situation that America wins so much soft power around the world through its aid budget, through its trade policy, and other things. And Trump seems willing to squander that on the altar of America first, very narrowly defined priorities.
Professor David Dunn, thank you so much for being with us here on the News Hour. I appreciate your time.